Alright, this is the third and final segment because I have to eat my Christmas Eve dinner. What I wanted to say was, I'm always sharing what I've learned, and that's the best way to do it. One might ask, why start a pentatonic scale from a different string? And the answer is because it says stuff like here, once the top string is recognized as a different cage position, you can continue downward from your beginning string, playing into the new cage with confidence. But there's also another way. If I just start any arbitrarily, completely arbitrary, a little thing in like G minor. Now, as you know, or may not know, in guitar, when you play an E-shaped G minor, okay, here's your E shape right here. All right, instead of 5 root 3, it's going to go 5 root to this is a C, an E-shaped C, right? 5 root to C minor, so it'd be up here. Okay, so that's our little ditty that we do to just set the key, and we're going to do these pentatonics from there. So all I have to do, okay, I know that's an E minor shaped C minor, and the parent of that is an E flat. Okay, and when you look at the cage up here on that E flat, on that E position, here, this is an E position. Okay, the next one down is a G shape, so it'd be like, see these two fingers, this one and this one, they're actually, when I bar, it's the same notes. So whenever we play the relative minor, C minor is the relative minor of E flat, we pretty much are here playing a G-shaped E flat, because cage goes down like that, okay? E goes to G. We're actually going up the scale. Up is down, down is up with caged. So it's okay, so that is a G shape starting on a yellow note here. Okay, so what I'm saying, we do our little ditty, and we start our ditty. I can start that G shape from any of these yellow notes here. Okay, let's not settle for less now. Let's find out, because the other one, these ones are chambered. You'll get all confused if I try to show you on this one. This is the very keyboard. This is made from the very inlays that I did on this. So up here is the E minor shaped C minor. Okay, E shaped C minor we call it. G, C, and E flat. There's the E. E flat. Anywhere I find a C here, I can do an E. I can do that G shaped. That G shaped E flat. Okay, there's the E flat, G-shaped E flat. So over here I can start a G-shaped E flat from there, and according to this chart, all right, if we start an E shape, if we start a G shape on the third string, on the fourth string, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, it will become an A shape. All right, so in other words, let's just cut to the chase here. We know what an A shape is. It goes. Okay, now why did that mess up? Maybe we started on the wrong note. So let's do it the regular way. You shouldn't jump ahead. So here's the minor. Sorry about that. I really butchered that. but it goes. Yeah, I got the A shape over here because that is the A note, but it actually was an A shape starting from A flat, and you know the A flat is the fifth of E flat. Okay, that A shape starts on the 5. There's the 5, but this is in C. So this is what it's good for. You doing this thing? I'll try to say what I'm doing. This is a C minor. This part where I go like that, it's either a C minor 7th or it's dropping down to a B flat. Okay, but still, it's just my little ditty, right? Okay, there's one. So that was an E flat, E shaped. So right there, I started that one from the 1, 2, 3rd string. All right, so it's a G shape starting from the 3rd string was an E shape. But that E shape came down on an E flat. Now a lot of times, and let me give you some really sound advice. A lot of times, if you're only 1 fret off on that shape, but it's within the chamber, then you are perfectly correct. Because look at down here, okay? If I'm playing a C, I'm in the 1st chamber here, C, and I want to do a G, there's your G, that G, 2 G notes there. That's fine, but the F is barred. But it's within that chamber, and that's the important part with guitar. Sometimes you're only off by a 1/2 fret. It's important, if that happens, to understand what is the chord that was played and how it fits in, okay? Because all diatonic scales are really a superposition of the 1st, the 4th, and the 5th pentatonic scales. How's that work? Okay, if I have my C here, all right, so the 1st pentatonic scale would be like okay, the 4th pentatonic would be up here, and the 5th drops down. See, it dropped down. It's either going to drop down or pull up from a long C or a G to an F or an A. D is a pretty long chord too, no matter what. D will actually break into new territory. And over here we got D here. How many notes we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where the E only has 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The G has 5, but that's because of this one note here in the key of C. That's the leading tone to C. Again, we have 2 notes here with the D shape, because most people recognize the D shape as in a pentatonic scale where the leading note would be the root. But if you do the diatonic scale, you can actually see that this is the 4th too, okay, in the G shape. You know it's the G shape. So that's, I'm just trying to explain a few things to people, and you know, that's the beauty of this system.